Okay, tonight we're having homemade crumb fish with a tomato and salsa. So I've cut up some potatoes for wedges. I have fresh hoki. She kind of murdered this piece when she rolled it up, but hopefully it'll stay somewhat together. Our crumb on top is parsley, parmesan cheese and breadcrumbs. I've got some bok choy mushrooms for the side. That's some basil for our tomato and shallot salsa that I'm going to put on top before I bake it. Okay, I put my fish in little wee tinfoil boats because I tried to brown them first and then put them into the oven, but the pan wasn't very hot and hoki kind of falls apart, so I've got 3 that are semi-brown, not really, and 2 that aren't, but I just decided to put them straight into the oven. So now I'm going to start onto my salsa, and then the crumb goes on top and into the oven. Okay, so my onions or my shallots are softened and my tomatoes are going a little bit lighter, so now I'm just going to add in some basil. I'm sure some people call it basil, not really. Just for like 30 seconds. Smells really good. Yep. Okay, so we're just doing 3 because TJ's stuck in traffic and they only take 6 minutes, so I'm just going to do aloes. The salsa, you can definitely put more salsa, I did not make enough salsa. And our crumb.
That's salsa?
The salsa's the tomato and the onions on the bottom.
That was crushed up. Right.
Okay, and they're going to go into the oven for 6 minutes. Okay, I'm just going to record Bailey's because I'm just going to make mine when TJ comes home. So we've got the bok choy in the bottom, some mushrooms, his fish with his crust and his salsa. And I went to drizzle some balsamic vinegar and oil and it sort of splashed out, so whoops. Whoops.
I got batteries on this.
Oh, it's really yummy.
Can we show?
Okay, tonight we're just going to have some roast chicken and veggies. I've already browned these off in the pan, which you can see here, and I'm just going to leave all these juices to make my gravy and have the juices from the pan. I've got my steamer ready for my first off carrots, then I'll add the broccoli and then the spinach, and I have my potatoes and kumara just for me. So they're going to go into the oven really soon with the chicken. And I also have over here some cupcake tins with about 1 centimetre of sunflower oil, which this is my first time making Yorkshire puddings from scratch, and it says to use 1 centimetre of sunflower oil because it can hold up to the high heat. So I've already added that, and then we're going to put them into the oven for 15 minutes to heat up first before I add my batter, which you'll see later. So first, what am I going to put in the oven first? My chicken and my potatoes and kumara. And about, I don't know, 20 minutes into that, I'll add in my carrot, and then maybe 10 minutes or 5 minutes later add my broccoli, and then later on add my spinach because they take different times. And then I'll attempt my Yorkshire puddings and then my homemade gravy, because this week, if I haven't said already, and I don't think I have, I am trying to make everything from fresh, so no jars, no sauces, kind of like old school way of cooking. Yeah, so that's what I'm attempting to do tonight. We'll see how we go. Okay, quickly before I chuck these in the oven, these are already seasoned with Cajun. I've never tried them before. We normally buy the smoky ones. The reason we bought these was they were on sale and TJ really likes them. He requested roast beef this week, and the only way I could see that fitting was if he could manage to put $30 aside, and we couldn't, so he settled and wanted these. So this is his kind of substitute for roast beef, but it's completely not. On my roast potatoes I've added salt, pepper and garlic powder, and I'm going to chuck this pan was also in the oven while it preheated, so the bottom of this pan is hot, so the heat can cook the underneath of the chicken and brown it as well. So I'm going to chuck these in for at least 20 minutes, half an hour before I start my veggies and then attempt my Yorkshire puddings. Okay, so 20 minutes in, I'm flipping my potatoes. My chicken's looking really good and lots of yummy juices. I wait until the end, so I'm dripping and tipping my pan or tray so all those juices go underneath my potatoes. I've started my carrots. I've got 200 grams of flour, 4 eggs, and I'm waiting for my milk. I'm going to add my broccoli in soon and then later my spinach. So at the end, all these juices are going to go into this pan as well for my gravy, but at the moment they're just flavouring up my potatoes. And over there is TJ's thing that he bought at the supermarket. Some prawn skewers just as a treat.
Or kebabs.
Yeah, but meanwhile all these juices are just flavouring everything, and then I'm going to use them for my gravy. And a lot of people just use this tray to make their gravy. I'm going to chuck it back in here as well because they've got all the juices as well. And this tray is really old and crap, with some stock, flour, butter, everything that you do for gravy. And that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I'm just working on my gravy, which was already the pan juices from browning my chicken. Some butter and then flour to thicken it, make a roux, and then I added the pan juices from here, as well as a little bit of chicken stock. I put on my veggies way too soon because I've never made the old Yorkshire puddings before. And then I read my recipe and it took 20 minutes. Okay, got some chicken, Yorkshire puddings that I made, roast potatoes, kumara, veggies. Here's my Yorkshire puddings. They actually turned out really well.
One, action.
Okay, I've browned my chicken.
And let me just go view over that chicken. It's not fully cooked. I'll just view from this side. Onions.
Avocado veggies first.
Onion.
Show the rest of the veggies there.
Just the rest of the veggies. Mushrooms. Carrot. Pepper, broccoli, and leek.
And our sauce.
Oh, sauce, oyster.
Sugar.
It has oyster sauce, soy sauce, and a bit of sugar. Noodles that I've been sneaking them. Oh.
And some garlic. And then we're going to add them together.
Yum. 3, 2, 1.
Started with my carrots and my onions, then I added the peppers and now the broccoli, then I'll do my broccoli and my mushrooms, then add that back, chicken back and sauce, and then the noodles. And the noodles are just in some boiling water for 2 minutes, and then I'll drain them and put them into are now almost finished with the chicken and the veggies. And half of our sauce so far, and the half I'll put on top of the noodles.
See ya.
Okay, homemade chow mein or Chinese, whatever. Looks really good.
Today we'll be having mince wraps.
What?
Oh yeah.
So got the leftover mince from the lasagna thing the other night, and Bailey's pick was to have chicken wraps, and we don't have any chicken. So we're going to make the leftovers for mince wraps.
I'm sneaking cheese.
What do we have on there?
We have lettuce, onions, peppers, tomatoes, and cheese.
Mayo and salt if people want them.
Mayo, salt.
And they just fill up what they want to put inside. A bit more tomato. Salt, tiny bit. It's on the smallest hole. Yep, that's good. That's good. It's good.
I didn't see it.
Okay, tonight is Sunday on our long weekend. We've just got some tortillas. I meant to make pizza bases, but we have no flour. So on his is spinach, blue cheese, tomato base, and some chicken. TJ wanted his as a quesadilla, so it's got the same thing inside. Spinach, tomato base, blue cheese, mozzarella, and chicken. But just as a quesadilla kind of. But he also had cranberry sauce as well. And mine before goes in his spinach, tomato base, blue cheese, and mozzarella. This is my one done. A little bit too much mozzarella, but it's really yum. Kind of looks like a lot of pieces, but this is only just one tortilla and kind of minimal toppings except for cheese. So it looks like a lot, but it's yum and light and delicious and fresh.